I love public speaking, and I'm just going to make sure that this is recording. This is how much I love this. I record myself doing speeches daily. And if I can't record myself via video, I'll just do a voice note, because this is something that I'm super passionate about. For me, public speaking is the way to change the world. Martin Luther King said that evil is only going to persist and continue if those who are not evil, the good, stay silent. So it is very important for all of us, especially young women, to find their voices. Often, we as women are not listened to as much. And that's not to make you feel less, but too often we see men running the world in politics and sports and government and things like that. So I want you guys to know that even though you may not see yourselves represented in places of importance, your voice is the most important. Not only because you are our future, but because you guys are the most important thing now. I actually have a speech about that called Children Are the Most Important Thing, because that's the truth. When in 20 years, you guys are going to be running my life, and you guys are going to be running the lives of all the adults in here. So I need you to really think about that. What are you going to be doing in 20 years, in 10 years? I know that might seem far, far away, but trust me, I was just standing up here with my friends talking about how we were graduating high school, and I'm like, oh, that was 12 years ago. I'm like, 12 years ago. And sometimes people look at me and they don't even think I'm 12, but that's because I haven't grown since I was 12. So here we are in 2019, and I'm here talking to you guys all about public speaking and trying to get you to understand the importance of it. A few nights ago, I created this little template here that I'm going to ask my wonderful Toastmaster buddies to pass out. It is an outline for how you guys can write a standout speech. Public speaking, you might think like public, as in large crowds and things like that. I've actually got most of my public speaking experience in elementary school, because they always give you a play to do. They always want you to sing to someone at Christmas. And then I did a lot of going to church. And when you are an active member in your church, there's always a testimony service. And I always wanted to share, what the Lord had been doing for me over the week. So I learned from a young age that it's okay to just get up and start talking in front of people. Also, you learn that people make mistakes. And that's part of being a human. And if you don't make any mistakes, then you might need to go seek some help, because there's something off there. You don't learn and you don't grow if you don't make mistakes. And I think that's something that a lot of people are afraid of when it comes to public speaking. I don't want to be foolish. I don't want to make a mistake. What if I fall? What if I trip? But this is something that you can think of too. I'm a perspective person. That's how I make it through life. If you go to YouTube, they have these things called fails. Who's heard of fails on YouTube? I know you guys have heard of fails. I want to see hands, like participate. Oh, okay, so that's another thing. Public speakers like when people participate. Like, I record myself all the time with no audience, so if you didn't participate, I wouldn't, feel any way about it. But just know that they like that. I learned that in church. They say when the choir is singing, you're supposed to stand. A lot of people don't know that and they don't do that, but that makes the choir, feel a little bit better about them standing up there singing in front of all of these strangers. So think about that when you guys are witnessing someone speak publicly. So it seems like everyone has gotten a paper. You might need to buddy up and look at it. So it's titled My Standout Speech. Good thing I wrote it, so I know what it says. There are 7 steps. The first step is your opening or your greeting. And then I probably will come over here and just work on with you guys just a little bit, because I'm not perfect. And we do make mistakes, and that's okay. The second step is to tell what happened first. Then you want to tell what happened before your exciting part or your climax. And then your fourth part is your point. Your fifth part is to accentuate what occurred. And then you want to reiterate your story and then say thank you for listening and ask if they have any questions if you have space for that. So while I was writing this on Wednesday or Thursday evening, this really happened. So has anyone had the opportunity to read this? Okay, cool. I'm going to do my best. It may not be verbatim, but I'm going to do that speech that I wrote. This is a really quick one. I shouldn't have notes because as a public speaker, you want to be prepared. So, hey guys, thanks so much for coming out here and listening to me. I'm going to tell you about my crazy Thursday night. At about 9 p.m., I'm coming back in from the freezing cold, taking out my trash, and I hear all this noise upstairs, crashing and banging, and my sons are going on like it is World War III. And at that moment, I absolutely lost it, because I'd already told them a few times to go to bed. So I screamed at both of them, get your blankets, come downstairs and lay down on the couch, lay flat. Because my one son was sitting like this, so he couldn't really go to sleep. He was just going to be peeking around, trying to stay up as long as he could. So, long story short, when nights get rough and life gets crazy, the guys sleep on the couch. Thanks so much for listening. Any questions? So it's very simple. Public speaking is so much fun, especially if you're a shy and introverted person. Most people don't think that I'm shy and introverted, but if I go into a place, I really like to stand back in a corner. But because I was blessed with such a wonderful personality, people seem to find me anyways. And they seem to talk to me about their deepest, most intimate issues, and it's just amazing to me personally how that happened for me. It even happened last night, a couple of times. And the further I go along in my journey, I am coming to realize that this is Ishmael's gift. Some people are gifted with different things. As we all went through this room, all of you like different stuff. Some of you like the same things. And that's what makes life beautiful. If everyone in here said, hi, my name is Deborah, I like cookies. Hi, my name's Ann, I like cookies. Hi, my name's Ann, I like cookies. Hi, my name's Sarah, I like cookies. By the time we got to Naima, nobody would even be listening because we all know we like cookies. That's boring. Life is an adventure. And you guys need to get your little wings on and get ready to be a blessing to this world. I know that probably am quoting the Bible and I might seem like I'm super religious, but it's a universal thing. This is something that's bigger than you. That's the point I'm trying to get at. Public speaking is about telling the world what you personally were sent to tell. You have your own message to the world. I can't tell that for you. I can have a gazillion dollars and the flyest looks and all the friends in the world, but I have no idea what you told the universe you were coming here for. Only you do. And that's the same for all of you young ladies. I need for you to take home, if nothing more, that you have a voice. It is the most important. Your voice is more important than my voice because I can't speak for you. Your parents can't speak for you. Your government cannot speak for you, especially if you don't vote. You all have been given the task. You have been charged like you are in court. You have been charged for someone's life. And you have to think about those things too. The things that you say in public are going to be heard by people. Is your public speaking to edify the world? Or are you saying things that could seriously condemn someone? I was reading a post on Instagram where people were just talking about things that someone had said to them. And it was a video. I apologize, it was a video. And it was things like, when I was in the first grade, I overheard this girl say I was really fat and she would never be my friend. And this guy's like 40, he's married, he has kids, he's making money, but he still remembers the time when he overheard someone in the first grade say. So not only is your voice important, but it is deadly too. You can bless and you can curse. Be mindful of the things that you say, not only in public, but to yourselves. Because you are public too. You are a people too. And you are a person too. Don't say that I'm ugly, I'm not good enough. Say that I am gorgeous, I am beautiful. Beauty is in everything, by the way. Don't think because you don't look like the girls on TV that you're not beautiful. Beauty, and then sometimes they say beauty's on the inside, not on the outside. And I know me as a woman, it's like, okay, well, I'm trying to look good on the outside too. I know I'm a beautiful person on the inside, but I want to look good on the outside too. But I'm never going to look like Beyonce. I'm never going to look like Rihanna. I'm never going to look like Naomi Campbell, because I'm only 5'3". But I can have the personality of beautiful Ishmiel. And people are going to look at me and see my beauty. And you all have to find what is beautiful about you. And be a blessing to you and speak to that. Because if you don't speak to that voice in yourself, it's going to be very, very hard to speak to others. If I never told myself that I had what it takes to get up here and be a public, if I never even thought about public speaking, if I never thought highly of myself, I wouldn't be here. There was a time, and this is going to be really quick. I'm not sure what time I'm at. Okay, so then I'll just take my time. When I was in high school, I would say that's about the time when my journey started. I was a really confident kid. Everyone knew that. I was confident in elementary school, confident in middle school, confident in high school, and then right around my senior year, I started to realize the weight of the world. Because now you're older, and you're starting to really see how the world is working. You don't have that cover that a lot of parents provide to make life seem like it's not so harsh. And I started to really kind of just give up. I gave up my senior year. I quit track, I started skipping class, I started hanging out with the wrong people, getting into the wrong things. Somehow I graduated. I was pregnant when I graduated, which was crazy because I was so sick that I could barely take my finals. I had totally given up on my life. And that went on for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And then one day I woke up and I was married with 4 kids in this house and these bills and this stress, and my mom had died and my brother had died, and I had no real family of my own. I wasn't with my natural family. I was with my in-laws who were from Jamaica. So the cultural difference, it was just so much stuff going on. And I gave up again. I just said, I can't do this. So I stopped cleaning, I stopped cooking, I stopped taking care of myself, I stopped going to church. I didn't finish my little certificate program that I was in. And that went on for maybe another couple of years. And it was just, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like, you are really cheating the world now. Not only did you cheat yourself out of your entire 20s, which I totally discourage you ladies to do, but at this point you're just cheating the world. Because you know you have something to say. You know you have a message. You know you have something to do. You know this. You know this. You know. You might think that you don't know, but everyone in here knows. And as you get older, you might think that the time is gone, but the time is not gone. You still have time. And I used to get in trouble for this when I was like 5, but I used to tell people, you better. And everyone hated that, because like, what are you telling me? You're 5 years old, or you're 4, or you're 3, and you're telling me you better, but you had better get on your grind, get on your job, and do what you need to do. Because like I said previous, no one's going to do it for you. You, if you don't, are going to wake up in 30, 40, 50, 60 years and realize that you did nothing. and it's no one's fault but your own. So at this time in your life, you had better start making choices about who you are going to be in 5 to 10 years. And that is how I encourage you all to look at public speaking. Don't look at it as an outward thing. Look at it as who you are. Your message, your voice to the public. Thank you.
Nice round of applause. Now, we're going to have you stay right here for a second. We're going to do questions, but we're going to do it in a little bit of a different way. In Toastmasters, whenever somebody presents or gives a speech, and I want to thank you for applause because that is one of the things that we do at the beginning and at the end. The other is that we evaluate speeches. We evaluate on what we thought the speaker did well and how they presented and what we think it would help them improve. What we're going to do today is, I'm going to put you on the spot because I'm going to go around to the tables and you're going to help us. Tell us what you thought you liked about maybe Ishmiel's speech or what she could have done to maybe present a little bit better. Your thoughts on her public speaking.
And please be honest, because I do want to speak more to young women as well. So, have at me. I'm strong.
All right, does anyone at this table, what did you think of Ishmiel's speech?
I thought it was phenomenal.
Is there anything you thought that maybe she could have done as far as her voice or her presentation or her gestures? Or did you think that they were all appropriate?
I thought it was amazing.
Amazing. How? Now, amazing. That's going to be tough to beat. That was our first evaluator. We're going to go around. Now, you don't have to all sugarcoat, but if you want. You want to say it?
I thought it was really good the way you were really into it. You had like your tone, and I could tell that you were really interested in what you were talking about. But I thought it was a little, it moved on to like a different subject a little quickly without going too deep into it, and there were a lot of different subjects.
Okay. Thank you.
That was an excellent evaluation. Appreciate
And
it.
yes. What did you think?
I thought it was excellent, like she said, like, you were really into it and you were confident, and yeah, I agree, you went on a little bit too quickly, but other than that, it was excellent and confident.
Now, one of the things about evaluating that we do in Toastmasters, and thank you very much for it, and I'm going to come and ask some more of our girls this morning too about Ishmiel's speech. One of the things, as I said at the very beginning, this is a friendly atmosphere. We're doing things to help us, not to say, oh, you did this wrong, or you did this. It's to help you to be a better person and also to be able to be a better speaker. So thank you for your input. And let me come around the table. Julie?
I thought it was really good how you like walked around and you were looking at everyone, and I thought it was really good.
Thank you.
I think it was really good too, like your tone of voice when you were talking about different subjects, like if it was a little bit more serious, you kind of had like a stronger voice.
Thank you.
I thought your attitude was really good about your subjects and stuff, and I really kind of related to some of the stuff.
Thank you.
She has a very bold voice, and it was really good.
Thank you.
I think it was really bold too, and you had good gestures and stuff.
Appreciate it.
Excellent. All right, this is the tough table back here, I know, so.
Table number 5.
Are you ready?
I liked it.
Did you like it? Okay. How about you?
I loved it.
Is there anything you think that she could do to improve? No? How about over here?
It was outstanding.
Fantastic. Any improvements, you think?
Not really.
Really? Okay.
She had a ton of confidence.
She did, didn't she? Yeah, she exuberated that, didn't she? Excellent. Any comments about what she could do to maybe improve?
No.
How about over here?
It was good.
Excellent job.
It was great.
She was brave. She was brave to stand up in front of everyone and speak, wasn't she? Hi. What do you think? How did you like Ishmiel's speech?
She was brave.
She was brave. Excellent. We're getting some great feedback. Let me come around real quick over here. How you doing? How did you like Ishmiel's speech?
She conveyed the message very well, but it was a little long.
It was a little long. I am glad you pointed that out. Now, we did not have a time limit on Ishmael's speech this morning. One of the things in Toastmasters that we do, and I'm glad you brought it up and you caught that, because everything is timed. When we do impromptu speaking, we speak for 1.5 to 2 minutes. When we do most of our speeches, they are 5 to 7 minutes. Usually at 5 minutes, we get a green light. 6 minutes, we get a yellow light. 7 minutes, we get the red light. You know what the red light means? Stop, wrap it up. You have 30 seconds to, and then we didn't use the lighting system today, but Ishmael, great job. And how about you? Did you like Ishmael?
I just thought it was like, I don't know, but you are brave. Stand up for people, and you are really brave, so you could be confident and really showing the world you love it.
What a great evaluation there, yes. How about you? How about you? Yes?
It was amazing.
Amazing. You got a couple of amazings out there. I'm going to come this way over here. What did you think?
It was awesome.
Any improvements?
Not really. I think she had everything down.
Okay. How about you?
I think that it was amazing in that she was just showing us how much she really cared about this topic and how much she wanted us to show the world who we are.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's great.
Any improvements that you think that might help her? And the reason I ask if you have any thoughts for improvement is that when you get evaluated, it's like in school when you take a test, and then at the end of the test you may have missed a couple of things. It's not that you did anything wrong, you may have just given the wrong answer, but it does help you to improve your studying, and speaking is similar to taking a test because you're actually preparing for it, you're presenting it, and then you're getting feedback from it. So thank you.
That's great.
What? You were great. She stole your words, didn't she?
I thought it was really great and inspirational, and you could tell she really cared about what she was talking about.
Excellent, excellent. All right, we're going to ask one of our adults at the table since you're over here.
I think that you were very engaging in your speech, like you were walking around looking at people and everyone was engaged in what you were saying. And you just exuberate confidence when you speak, which is really important, and I think you did a really good job.
Excellent. Anyone else like to offer? Oh, I forgot this table. I didn't actually forget. I saved you for last.
I thought she was really passionate about what she was talking about. I feel like you could tell she wasn't completely prepared in what exactly she was going to say. And yeah, I just thought she did a really good job. Like she was really, it was like she knew how to be relatable. Yeah.
Thank you. And if I may offer an evaluation part of that too, thank you for your, anyone else at the table here? Yes? No? Oh, I know you're bursting to say something.
Well, I thought it was very engaging. It was a very interesting topic. And I like that how you had a lot of personal information and then related to you as a person and how when you were failing and how you found the strength and courage to come back, even if it took you a while. It's an important message, I think, for kids.
Thank you. Now, Ishmael, you listened to some of the evaluations around the room, and one of them, by the young lady back there, said that she thought maybe it went a little longer than planned. Actually, Ishmael, if I caught it correctly, Ishmael's presentation of her speech had an ending point. She looked at me over there, and I went like this, that she could continue. So when she changed the topic, and she talked more personal, it was actually a second speech incorporated into the first speech. So that was Was that a proper evaluation?
Super impromptu, yes.
Okay. So you also caught it because of the fact that you thought that perhaps that she wasn't prepared, because the first part she was totally ready with. The second part, which was very inspirational, came from here. It wasn't something that she had practiced and planned. It was something that she was speaking to you. A lot of times speeches, if you hear them and they really touch you, it's because of the fact that it came from within. One of the very first things we do in Toastmasters, we do something that is called an icebreaker. An icebreaker is where it's your very first speech. You stand up in front of everyone and you tell them a little bit about yourself. Before we go on with that, I want to give Ishmiel a nice round of applause. Thank you for presenting. Is there any other questions for Ishmiel? No? Okay. Thank you very much. I am going to, you did? Oh. One of the very first things we do is we do an icebreaker speech. And the icebreaker speech is usually around 4 minutes. We're going to give you one more demo speech right now. And it's sort of an icebreaker, but it is also a personal speech. And I'm going to invite Eric to come up and speak. So please give Eric a nice round of applause.
Is they on? Okay. Everybody hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right. Larry, thank you very much for this opportunity to let
You're
me
welcome,
speak
sir.
this morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's say good morning one more time. Very enthusiastic.
Good morning.
There we go. As Larry mentioned, I'm doing a little bit of an icebreaker. My name is Eric Schneider, and I've been with Toastmasters now for 3 years, marked last week actually. And the reason why I joined this organization